let's just double down on this retirement planning and look no further, John, than you and I are going to receive an AARP card in the mail in the next 5 years. And you laugh. I'm like, I shudder at the thought of like being this card carrying AARP member. Like it just, it's like this, like you're old, you're in decline, and like this is your new phase of life. And I say that with all respect, actually, to the AARP, because I think brands like the AARP and Silvur Sneakers and the Villages were these iconic brands that were built in the 80s and 90s to reimagine retirement in America. But a lot has changed since the 80s and 90s. And the 2021 55-year-old is not the 55 or 60-year-old of the 1980s. This consumer is much more fit. So they're physically younger. They are working longer. They are entrepreneurial. Women in their 50s and 60s are the most successful hosts on Airbnb. This is a demographic that's a lot younger than the brands that actually serve them. And what we think is really interesting is that if you think about tech companies, there are companies that are built for millennials. There are companies that are built for Gen X. There are companies that are built for Gen Y. But for some reason, we think that everyone over the age of 50 is the same. And I think if we peel back the onion there, I think we all know that a 55-year-old is different than an 85-year-old. But almost all the tech is built. Like I think about Life Alert. Life Alert is this like iconic technology that was built for an older demographic, but it's not built for a 50-year-old. It's built for someone who is really at a much later stage of life